Welcome everyone, I'm Play. Today we'll look at chapter 5 and 6 of Dudu's visual novel, and so far it's been exciting and it really dared to hit us in the feels with Himiko again last time. So how about we just dive right into it, get comfy and let's go. I'm dreaming. A dream of when I still lived in a Russian orphanage. The city is called Sochi. It has a warm climate, and it's surrounded by mountains and facing the sea. I ran freely through the alleys, inhaling fresh air into my lungs. As I slowly exhale, I feel like I was able to get out something melancholic within me. Cercium bloomed in the withered road under the lovely sunlight of June. Are we back at Bianca, or...? They are purple, thorny, arrogant, and stubborn flowers, able to grow freely in the most barren lands, just like all the hard-working, poor humans. Bees fly around the flowers. A familiar smell tickles my nose. I don't know where or when was this. It could all be a weird hallucination. But I know one thing for sure. There is something I've lost and is still missing, buried here like a time capsule. Walking past the steam of the hot springs, I arrive at the shore of the Black Sea. From the Argonauts to Nikolai I had a good run till now, huh? Nikolai Ostrovsky, countless known and unknown heroes have stopped here to listen to the sound of the waves. The petrel is free to roam the sky. A familiar smell tickles my nose. I don't know where or when this was. It could all be a weird hallucination. Yeah, I feel so too right now. Wait, it was Bianca still, right? Hey, good morning! Going to bed and getting up early can be difficult in a ship isolated from the outside world. Well, that might be true for the captain who went through 10 alarms before waking up. Us Valkyries are trained in a way our life rhythm will not disrupt those around us. Is that so? Quite different from what Rita told me. Exposed! Wait, what did you hear? Nothing big, just when you sleep you put your head under the pillow. You kick the sheets out of the bed at least 5 times throughout the night. And when it seems you're done, one finds the sheets are drenched in saliva. Stop! Don't say anything else! Rita loves exposing her. Why did she share so... I mean, why did she tell you so many lies? Better ask her yourself. Oh! Bianca-san. Shakespeare-san, I apologize for interrupting your conversation. Today's breakfast is fried bread made with whale fat, bacon, egg, fried shrimp, and asparagus, apple salad, and a mushroom cream soup. That's okay. Please enjoy. She changed that topping so smoothly, but this looks delicious. Yum, yum, yum. This fried bread is delicious. Rita, aren't you a little too good at this? I'm honored by your praise, Bianca-sama. True, I want Rita a backstory. Because why is she always a maid? Don't think I'm letting you off the hook just yet. Don't go babbling about your leader's private life to strangers. Is it clear, Adjutant? I will keep it in mind. You have no intention of listening to me. I love them. They're so cute. Someone, somewhere, once said, the way to someone's heart is through their stomach. Such random thought popped up in my head as I was stuffing breakfast down my mouth. Seems everyone is done eating breakfast. The Caledonia has surfaced and will soon deck on Alexandria's port. On this eventful day, your captain has a selfish order for all of you. Everyone gets a 24 hours vacation. Whoa! Heck yeah! Your dear captain will help those who want to go to Alexandria. Go ahead and have fun, except gambling. I'll cover all the costs. Long live our captain! Long live vacations! Those who have been tagging along with me for a while already know what's going on with the locals, but we got some new people aboard this time. Thus, I'm giving another order, one of utmost importance. Old and new sailors must form pairs decided by a lottery and stick together the entire day. Forming groups of 3 or more people is forbidden. It has to be 2. Yes, like a date. What? I mean, yeah, I'm all for it, even though Shakespeare is clearly just wanting some tea. But I wonder who everyone will end up with. Huh? I hope it'll be Iron Mask and Bianca, please. Look, the lottery is already, of course you're already prepared. Will you seize your own fate with your own hands, or should I do it for you? Don't come crying later if I cheat. Gosh, I love Shakespeare. I think Shakespeare might be this visual novel's Tesla for me. Just because she's kind of derpy, but also just very fun and always looks for mischief. Being the director of a theater company means you can't behave like a normal person. Sounds fun. Since no one wants to go first, let this old man take the lead. Chooses a piece of paper. Alright, this one. Oh, it says S. That's you, isn't it, Captain? That's me. You're gonna have to wait a little bit until all the pairs are decided, old man. No worries, you're taking care of me. It's the least I can do, but they fit very well together. Well then, who's next? Sorry for the trouble I caused yesterday. Oh my god, he looks so fine, okay? I can't. Chooses a piece of paper. No. Did he get Iron Mask? No! I wanted Iron Mask. Just because I hoped to get a few more answers. That's a weird pair though, but okay, fine. I dislike soldiers, but our mother tongue is the same. At least I can be your guide. Iron Mask is German? Highly suspicious. Sus. I'll be counting on you. Now everyone I wanted is gone. Either Shakespeare or Iron Mask. Oh wait. Did Shakespeare do it exactly so that maybe Bianca gets Rita or something, even though that doesn't make any sense? Piece of paper. W. W? Oh! Oh right! That's me. Okay, I'm not mad anymore. That's good. I like that. Bianca, don't be mean to him. He's so adorable, okay? Well, why not? You're kinda irritating, but you don't seem to be the type of person who would cause serious trouble. A pleasure to be your partner. Thank you? That was a compliment, wasn't it? Yeah. You're too much of a good boy, engineer. Then only Rita and me are left. Oh my god, of course. The two seductresses are... Yeah, it seems so. Do you have any recommendation regarding souvenirs? A souvenir. Right question. I can think of many, I can't decide which one. I'm sorry, but... Those pairs are better than I thought. Well, what do you think of the world's largest city? For a big city, it has a retro feel. Kinda like Aden or Kolkata. Oh, those are places I've never been to. In any world. Then what about Florence or Istanbul? Haven't been there either, but I get your point. The Information Society of the 21st century must be wonderful. You can know all about the beautiful history of past civilizations. I'm so jealous. Can you take me there someday? But like, okay, I still have some trouble understanding some things, and that is why does Shakespeare talk about different worlds? Do all of these people here know that they are from different worlds? And are they originally from the different worlds, and can they go back or go between them? Or I'm probably sure some questions will be answered later. That's... Don't take it so seriously. Let this person from the past envy you honestly. Anyway, today is your day off. Don't stand there, everyone get out of here! The captain of the Caledonia laughed as she pushed her crew members and guests out of the ship. Each group must be of 2 people. Prepare to receive the captain's special punishment later if you don't comply with this forced state. She probably really did rig it, right? Because I think all the pairs are kind of always more or less the same age. I mean, other than Shakespeare. But I mean, Shakespeare doesn't need a date for herself, but like everyone else? I mean, Jimmy is... He looks the same age as Bianca, or is close to. We're finally on land again. The management of this place is sloppy. No one asked us for clearance. About the management... they're here. What came here? Please be clear. Okay. Sure. Sure. Welcome to Alexandria, James Watt, an unnamed young lady. Yeah, same. Young lady, I am the police of this city. For your first visit, you are required to enter various basic information. Oh, so this is what you were talking about, Jimmy. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? I mean, sure. Please enter the required information. Name, Bianca, I can't say her name. Gender, female. Age, 12. Birthday, January 1st. Not that I know what calendar system this place is using. And lastly, a fingerprint. Is that enough? Yes, thank you for your cooperation. Have a nice trip. Even though a year only has 365 days, this is the first time I see someone born on New Year's Day. Gosh, it's not good manners to peek at a lady's private information, you know. You said it out loud. I'm so sorry. It wasn't on purpose. Please be nice to him, okay? I love him. I want to protect him. Well, it's no big deal. Don't lose your composure so easily. And it's not my real birthday anyway. It's what a teacher at the orphanage decided for me. Oh, yeah, because she doesn't know her real... Okay. But they decided it without your permission? Yeah, I don't know when I was born. And New Year's Day is easy to remember. Good point. Makes sense? Well, where are we going now? I know. We could hire a robot guide since the captain said she would pay for it. Please wait. Not only the police are robots, but also the tour guides? Are most citizens robots? Yes. Isn't the city amazing? I'm curious about who's managing these robots. If it is... Oh my god, don't do me like that. The city administration group is in charge of them. They do it from a place called City Hall. They also use robots to maintain safety and collect taxes. Who are the members of this group? An election is held each year to select people from among the citizens. Actually, the system is self-maintained, so anyone can do it. The job is akin to jury duty in a British court. Is that so? Surprisingly advanced. Did she hope to see someone, maybe? Shall we move on? Right. I'm not sure where to go. Oh look, it's a guide robot. They all look so funny. Welcome to Alexandria. Information on basic services is free. If you need a tour guide, please provide your ID and assert 3 drachma. Please excuse my errors. I'm on low battery. I'm awake again, full battery. Drachma. What's that? Money. Money is called drachma here. It's a Greek word. It may not look like it, but each drachma is equal to 10 grains of gold. Surprisingly expensive. And what does this 10 grain refer to? Oh! I know you. You're from a stigmata. Grain is the average weight of 1 gram of wheat. Gold is precious, so we use small quantities. And now, the opportunity to save money has presented itself. What do you mean? Rather, who are you? Me? I'm someone who can give you a better tour than any robot for the mere price of 2 drachma. So you're also a tour guide. Guide? No way, that line of work is too much work for me. My tour is fundamentally different because my train of thought is fundamentally different than that of a robot. In short, I'm a philosopher, and I don't see things the same way as them. What are you going on about? Seems there's a small difference in our perception. It means I must prove my value for you to recognize it. Like I'm saying, I don't know where to start with you. Can't you do something about how you talk? I know what you mean, but I can't. Who is she? I am Thales of Miletus, director of the Metaphysics Institute of the Great Library and commander of the Three Forces, a true philosopher. Here's my business card. With a business card. Wow, it's really someone from the Great Library. Awesome. Great Library? You mean the one that was burned several times in history? That's not the case here. The Great Library is the best research institute in the world. It is said it has been active for over 2,000 years. Also, all the robots in the city are manufactured by the Great Library. By the Great Library? Oh my, there sure is a lot of rumors about us. The Great Library has only existed for less than 200 years. Sorry to disappoint you, boy. Still, studying metaphysics at the Great Library is awesome. By the way, what is metaphysics? Is it something that important that you praise it so much? If the engineering science I'm studying is learning to deal with limited material, then metaphysics is the study of something infinite, philosophy within philosophy. I didn't understand a word of that. I think I did. In general, science studies things and their behavior in the real world, while metaphysics studies abstract concepts and their relationship. So, metaverse? Because reality is ultimately limited and the potential of the abstract is limitless. That's the best analogy he could think of. Incidentally, I don't agree with metaphysics being a philosophy within a philosophy. That is a prejudice made by our predecessors who developed level was too low and brought in non-philosophy in philosophy. Too much too much. Which is why I think philosophy is a part of metaphysics that cannot be proven by a logical argument. In terms of subset, it's actually the opposite of what he said. As science gains ground, the position of philosophy shrinks. You could say it's proof of the development of science and mankind's progress. Bianca, are you still there? Are you okay? The more you explain, the less I understand. More importantly, I'm curious about something you said earlier. Commander of the Three Forces, was it? Are you a philosopher but also in the military? Ah, that. It was a joke. The Metaphysics Institute only has 3 members. Thus, commander of the Three Forces. This institute has only 3 members? Okay, sure. If I phrase it like that, I sound important. Yeah, sure. Only 3 members, you say. It must be tough. Is that why you're making money by working as a tour guide? Boy, you think that you're familiar with this city. Do us a favor. Tell us what you can buy with 100 drachma. With 100 drachma... Probably a drum oil. One big enough that needs to be carried by 2 strong sailors. That example is hard to follow. Then if I use food, maybe half a cow, I think? Or a pig? So approximately 2,000 euros, or maybe a little less? That's certainly a lot of money. How long does it take to get 100 drachma? 1 week? 1 week? At the Great Library you can make that in half a day. Oh. Okay. 100 drachma in half a day. 200 per day, that's 4,000 euros. That's a lot. That is a lot. Your monthly income is 120,000 euros and your yearly income is 1.44 million euros? But that's even higher than the salary of a rank A Valkyrie. That is higher than any salary, I think. A A rank Valkyrie? Valkyries have a rank? Apologies, I lost my composure. Please forget I mentioned any rank. Is she not allowed to mention that? Now I see. Thales, you didn't approach us because you were in need of money. Now you get it. I wanted to talk with you because you seemed interesting. What do you say? You don't get the chance to explore the city guided by a philosopher often? It certainly doesn't sound like a bad idea, but if you're so rich, why did you want to charge us for your services? You're an interesting one. That's not an answer. Oh my god, she's so cute. Oh, she's weird but cute. Oh no, more characters I love. Fingerprint confirmed. Thank you for choosing the Lighthouse Guide System, Director Thales of the Great Library. Interesting, kids. I will take over as your tour guide. Huh? You paid the robot yourself? The robot is still our tour guide, isn't he? Rational thinking is trapped in contradictions, and as such it will lead to its own denial. Okay. When you reach a dead end, and reverse your line of thinking to see what both parties really want. In our current situation, you want a guide, but you don't want to be deceived. I want to talk with you, but you don't know me. Basically, since if you hire me or not is irrelevant, there's a way for me to leave this predicament. I must reverse receiving money to paying money. That way, both parties get what they want. Her logic is kind of complicated, but it also somehow surprisingly makes sense, I think. Also, three forces. Three forces? Why? What does she have to do with three? Interesting, though. I wonder, though. I can't help but still wonder what all of this means about our universe and everything. Because this really kind of feels like a fever dream so far. A fever dream with many cool characters though, so I'm not complaining. We can be friends. As long as you pay, that is. Look at you. You look so serious, but you can joke too. Hey, aren't you being a little rude? Anyway, metaphysics is the study of the nature of reality. It examines thinking itself, its ability, and limits to grasp the truth. It would take an entire semester of classes to explain it in detail, so let's not go there now. Thank you. Enters commands into the robot. Input confirmed. Starting tour. This is the central square of the Harbor District. It's a great place for travelers to buy souvenirs. Many different stores can be found here, and this zone is also a tax-free area. You will be able to find high-quality products at a reasonable price. Hey, Thales, why does this tour guide have such an annoying voice? Oh, we can change the voice system. Wait a second. Today we recommend rice flour chiffon cake from Nile River Orchard, canned sea urchin from Memories of Nicosia, and glass art from Copenhagen's Mermaid. Is that better? Better. He sounds like a salesman though. Well, this is a commercial city after all. Please overlook it. Speaking of products, do you know what's the aesthetic difference between food, clothing, and buildings? I don't know. Seriously, if it isn't the overseer, it's you. Do all philosophers take pleasure in presenting a question they themselves can answer? Actually, good point. You presented an interesting idea. Well done, kid. Please don't treat me like a child. I must let you know that I'm a great Valkyrie. And you don't look too much like an adult yourself, shorty director. Yes, I got it. Let's get back on track. I will teach you the difference between food, clothing, and buildings. The answer is their shelf life. Shelf life? Yes. Food has the shortest shelf life. It doesn't last very long, and once you eat it, it's gone. Clothing is the middle ground. They can be used for several years, even decades. If preserved well enough, they can be passed down from a generation to another. Buildings, of course, have the longest shelf life. The cost of making one is high, but once built, it can be used for centuries. Yeah, that makes sense, but what's your point? In short, you can eat 3 meals a day, wear a different piece of clothing each day, but if the building you live in is old, there is no choice but to endure it. Unlike food or fashion trends that change in a short time, or in spiral, architecture represents the transition of aesthetics in history. Okay, no, actually she does have a point. Revolutions are changes that come at the price of destroying the previous history. So you basically just wanted to tell us that architecture is historically very important. Those who are aware of history's value will only repurpose the inside of a historical building while preserving its appearance and value. For example, this central square. Until 200 years ago, it was a slave market and not the tax-free area that is today. Slave market. Yes, a place to buy and sell living humans. You probably don't know about it, but this city still has a certain degree of slavery in the form of liabilities. What did you say? It's true. If you go bankrupt in Alexandria, you'll be listed as a community-contracted slave by the government. Well, you could call them free prisoners. In the case of bankruptcy, the government will pay the money, including interest. Your salary during the duration of the contract will be used to repay your debt, or you can get someone else to pay it for you. If the parents can't pay it during their lifetime, their children will take over their debt, and the interest rate is barely 7.5%. Not too high. Isn't it too much of a tyranny? Tyranny, huh? From your point of view, it might look like that. But this city has no prison or death penalty. There is only confiscation of property and complete exile. Looking at the history of this place, slavery was inevitable. The fact that slavery has been reduced to community-contracted slaves is already a huge improvement. She's got a point? How old is this bubble world, though? This place has a history. I can't accept it. I've been taught that slavery, enjoined in several liability, are unacceptable barbaric laws. Yes, it's obvious someone from a more advanced society wouldn't agree with it. But you're here today as a tourist to enjoy the city. Don't worry about those things right now. You can't judge this city without knowing every aspect of it. True, the ugliness and the beauty, right? This is the city hall mentioned earlier. Hear more about it from the robot. The City Hall of Alexandria was established 165 years ago, in the year 1 of the Republic calendar. It was confiscated from its previous owner by a group of revolutionaries. Since then, the building has been the headquarters of the legislature, public council, and the executive branch, city administration group. It was built with the Greek style in mind, and both sides of the arch are decorated with statues of important figures of the outside world, such as Aristotle, Alexander the Great, Solon, Pericles, Leonidas I, Spartacus, Gracchus, Caesar, Cicero, and Augustus. But outside world, wait, so yeah, no, everyone here knows that they are from other world. That's so weird. That is so weird to me. I don't know why. Okay, so this is really just a bubble world, bubble universe, and not a parallel universe, right? Right? and a special one, because something about the membranes that I already forgot. Those who wish to hear a more detailed explanation about any of them, please input the number below the statue. I am more interested in that public council rather than in those extraordinary people right now. Such a strange name. Basically, it's an organization in charge of making all citizens vote to change or enact laws. Just in case, I'll clarify. Slaves and outsiders don't possess citizenship, so they can't participate in this vote. Okay, makes sense. A group of revolutionaries 100 years ago took control from a tyrant pirate. Ooh. But the revolutionaries were pirates themselves, so a war between commoner pirates and aristocrat pirates broke out. That's wild. The city has a deep trench at the north, an oasis at the south, and an affluent of the Nile River flowing from east to west, which means it's easy to defend, so many people were interested in controlling it. So how did it become a commercial city and not a military stronghold? That's because the location was perfect to be a commercial hub. Merchants aren't afraid of pirates, as long as the other party likes money. In the end, it all came down to government. A state, or you could call it a tool to let one class exploit each other as well. The self-imposed peace of a barbaric society is a social auto-regression. While it's a good thing, often enough it leaves bad customs in that society's culture. You mean slavery. Exactly. Ironically, due to the high level of development of this city, even slaves are living better than anywhere else. Public baths, flushing toilets, basic medical insurance, social security. These are things you can't get anywhere else. Huh. Interesting. My workplace is nearby. Why don't we visit the Great Library next? Yeah! I'm curious. I'm very curious, so let's freaking go. The Great Library was once the personal museum of a previous ruler. Its origin can be traced back to an ancient temple. In the year 2 of the Republic calendar, it was rebuilt as a scientific research institute. The citizens of Alexandria believe science to be very important. For that reason, the Great Library has been given the same social status as the Public Council and oh my god, and the City Administration Group. Thanks to the widespread use of robots as public servants, the Great Library has taken over the duties of the courtroom and has become a pillar of society as a legal institution. And it also stopped the music. Isn't that interesting? I hope music comes back soon, though. The external side of the building has been heavily influenced by Asian culture, but the interior remains Greek in style, similar to the City Hall. The interior and exterior belong to different cultures, but their nature matches so well it can be seen as a rare example of architectural transformation. Use of the Great Library is free to those registered in the city. Outsiders must provide a citizen guarantee or make a payment in advance. Do you understand what the robot meant by that? I mean, kind of? You mean the difference between a person registered in the city and a citizen? Oh, that's right. The former includes slaves without citizenship, and the latter is limited to citizens with citizenship. But don't get hung up on these social issues. Let's go inside. You telling me not to get hung up on those social issues makes me get hung up on the social issues, whatever. Amazing. Impressive. Does it go 10 layers underground? The underground segment was recently built, while the upper segment was the personal collection of the tyrants of the past. Nothing but a storage. That said, not everything disappeared along with them. For example, the Greek military junta and the complete comedy works of Aristophanes. Of course, we also have titles such as Homo's Hyper Adventure and Records of the Three Homo Kingdoms. Why? Why do we need that? Are we just here to suffer? Why is there a homo in their names? And does this say novel edition? They are works reproduced by outsiders. Most of the works here are memoirs rather than originals. If you spot any inconsistency with the version you know, please point it out. With any luck, you'll get rewarded. There are 2 great writers aboard my ship, Shakespeare and Cervantes. Maybe I'll tell them to drop by later. True, actually. Oh, the scenery from the backside is wonderful. It's a nice place to relax and cool down your head. Well, have you managed to grasp the beauty of civilization? You mean architectural art? Not only that. If it wasn't for humanity's constant living, the pyramids or the Parthenon would be meaningless geometric figures. And let me add, aesthetics is a process in which free will is sublimated by emotion. Deep in one's heart, all external information comes together, transcending space-time, and synchronizes with a mental wavelength, giving birth to a profound emotion. The beauty of civilization lies within little countless things that interwoven to form a larger and complex picture. Each free will is one line, one point of a color in that picture. Apart, it may be ugly, but pieced together, it can form something beautiful. Yes, there you go again with the complicated talk. Jimmy, it's about time we... He's gone. Jimmy! Where are you? Why did you... What do you mean? Where are you? No, I need you. You're so cute. Yeah, don't give me the new chapter. We need to find Jimmy. Library. Wait, did he just stay there? For those without the proper knowledge, bookshelves are a cultural symmetry made by boring people. Books are amazing. What are you talking about? Boring people? I feel offended. For those who have the knowledge to understand what they say, a library is a roaring Valhalla, a spiritual hall for communication across time and space. I propose to consider the question, can machines think? This should begin with definitions of the meaning of the terms machine and think. Ooh! The definitions might be framed so as to reflect so far as possible the normal use of the words, but this attitude is dangerous if the meaning of the words machine and think are to be found by examining how they are commonly used. It is difficult to escape the conclusion that the meaning and the answer to the question, can machine think, is to be thought in a statistical survey, such as a Gallup poll. But this is absurd. Instead of attempting such a definition, I shall replace the question by another, which is closely related to it, and is expressed in relatively unambiguous words. The new form of the problem can be described in terms of a game which we call the imitation game. I get separated from my two partners while I was immersed in Alan Turing's thoughts. I understand that I would get immersed too, like, oh my god, yes. I wouldn't have mind reading more. Please? Partners, I say. But those two were too busy talking to each other. They probably didn't notice I wasn't there anymore. Oh, it's so sad that he was right. They only noticed it outside and when they were somewhere else, and that is so mean. Oh, I'm feeling sleepy. Maybe Turing's paper is too complicated. I can't. If I stop reading now, I'll lose track of what I've read so far. At least I need to finish this chapter. Just one more chapter. I feel like I'm forgetting something important. Shakespeare's punishment. The two people have to stay together. Is that what is that it? It's useless. My eyes. I'm sleepy. Before losing consciousness, I smelled something akin to a perfume. Huh? What is the meaning of this? He should be somewhere in this postmodern scientific museum. We even searched the bathroom, but he's nowhere to be found. Someone took him. With a perfume. Huh. It's strange. That geek boy shouldn't have been able to go too far. We were together for sure at the lobby, where I introduced you two to postmodern science, the knowledge of the external world we haven't mastered yet. Afterwards, we climbed the stairs, left the building through the back door and looked at the scenery. If we got separated at any point, him being immersed reading a book here would be the most likely cause, but this is not the time for a carefree analysis. Call him through the radio, close all doors, search every corner of this place. Oh, she's already in fight mode. I love that. Oh, you go, girl. The city used to dabble in slave trading, knowing that a timid boy like him would never leave on his own. He didn't get lost. He must have been kidnapped or something. I hope she's wrong, but I think so too. Why is she not worried though? Huh. Now you are sus too. That worst case scenario is not entirely impossible. I'll admit that much. I'll arrange immediately the use of the radio. However, the other two actions will disrupt the order of the library. First, we need the permission of the curator. Then let's go see the curator right now. If he doesn't show up, I will take matters into my own hands and thoroughly investigate everyone here. Calm down. The curator is a reasonable person, but right now you look like you're trying to pick a fight. Yeah, but understandably so, okay? Well, what did you say? I understand well you feel anxious about what happened to your friend, but there is an order for everything. Don't throw it away and cause trouble for everyone else here. But I wanna. Rules and systems are only effective because people adhere to them. I don't care. I said I wanted to protect him and now this. God damn it. Also, if you know violence is not good, suppress that aggressive attitude of yours until we confirm whether it was really a kidnapping or not. Or else you'll bring shame upon yourself. Who cares about that? I just want him back. Oh. What the? What am I looking at? That's a fish on top of a human? a ripped human, and a hand octopus? I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Hello. I mean... Come in. Curator, it's about the broadcast I made earlier. You probably heard it already. We searched every place we could think of, but couldn't find a single clue. It's impossible someone disappeared without any witness. Please at least contact the police. I already did. I said it before, didn't I? The library acts as a legal institution too. Thales, basically you are saying someone disappeared inside the library, and they didn't leave any trace behind. She's so beautiful. I can't. Like the purple and the hair color. You already know that I have a thing for this kind of hair color. If you watch my stigmata reactions. Yes, I also took a look at the surveillance cameras, but there was no footage of anyone similar to him leaving the building. You have surveillance cameras? Makes sense, since they're robots too, but like, he wasn't on them? Don't interrupt me, Valkyrie. Curator. The surveillance footage tells us the missing boy hasn't left the building and he isn't responding to the radio message. Can I ask for a complete lockdown and a thorough search? Do we need to go that far? I think we do. There is a chance this incident is connected to the recent missing outsiders case. You only tell us of such a case now? What makes you think that? It's difficult to make a person disappear. The culprit being the same person is more likely than there being two criminals with the same MO active at the same time. She's right, which makes me worried. It will be a woman then, right? Because of the perfume? Perfume? I know men can wear perfume too, but like in a game? And if they say it deliberately like that, right? Very well. The library will remain closed for 2 hours. Anyone entering or leaving will need my permission. During that time, the entire staff and robots will search for the missing boy. Are you okay with that, young lady? I'm Bianca, rank A Valkyrie. I am the curator of the Great Library, Caterina Michelangelo. Wait, that I also saw her, right? I just didn't remember. Okay, you can call me Michelangelo. Yeah, I will, because I'm sorry, I'm not good with names. Thales, would you please tell the consultant detective to come here? We need to settle this as soon as possible. There's a detective here? I love detectives. I will love this person, I think. I mean, unless he's a criminal. The library has 227 reading rooms, 39 laboratories, 86 offices, and 45 warehouses. It will take too much time to search everything. Yeah, you're right. The staff and the robots are running around looking for him. Shouldn't we be doing something too? I'm not doing nothing here. I'm waiting for the person thinking over there. I know I fall in love easily, but those eyes with the hair and oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh. The curator pointed her finger at the person sitting in a chair. She seemed to be busy thinking, while assuming a strange pose like Holmes. Since everyone can't wait any longer, I'll start sharing my deductions while we wait for my trusted assistant to come. Wait a moment, who are you? I'm an archaeologist and a consultant detective. Anything else? Oh, did I forget something? Your name! Your name, beautiful lady, your name. Why, yes, perhaps your name? Are you not going to introduce yourself, like, properly? Doesn't... I know this is also an I think Egyptian symbol, but I'm not sure about that. It could be something else. But like, doesn't Jackal also wear something like that? There's also an Anubis eye, is that what it's called? Oh, I have to brush up on all things about that. Now that I'm thinking about it, no, but like Jackal has golden eyes, I think. It's not like knowing my name would change our current situation. But oh well, call me Champollion. Jean-Francois Champollion, archaeology expert. I think I am butchering that name though.
Champollion.
Google says Champollion, so I will stick with that. And I also read some things about the historical counterpoint. So anyway, I go straight to the point. The person you're looking for is not in this library. I will believe everything you say because you're gorgeous, but also because you seem very, very smart. Hello, I'm a simp. What? But the camera footage. The reason is simple. If the boy was here, why isn't he showing himself? There's a huge commotion going on because of him. He must have been locked up by someone. They must be waiting for the commotion to cease before sneaking him out. Your first idea has a point, but the second one is too unreasonable. If the target has been secured without anyone noticing, why would the kidnapper purposely take a risk and wait for the uncertain moment when the commotion ceases? Very good point. And it's strange, we haven't found any trace of him if he was hidden in a hurry. Conversely, if this crime was premeditated, would the culprit stay here with the hostage, or would they try to leave right away? Which course of action do you think is the best? I get that, but Jimmy didn't show up in any surveillance footage. There wasn't anyone who looked like him either. Could it be Jimmy is? Don't let your imagination run wild. I doubt anyone had a grudge against him. And it didn't seem like he had a lot of money. The possibility of someone would try to assassinate him is small. Well, that's good, but I'm worried. But then, it's simple. He was put inside something and was escorted out of the library. Then we have to check the surveillance cameras again. But even if someone were to hide him in one of the boxes we use to carry books, they would be thoroughly inspected at the exit. They would be found out immediately unless someone's working with them. Director Talis, I never said anything about books. I know, but it's not time for cleaning yet. He couldn't have been hidden together with the trash. Besides those boxes, I'm not sure if there's something else where you can hide someone. Even personal luggage is stored away before entering the library. It's right under your nose. Huh? Oh my god, I feel like we're really watching a detective movie here. What do you mean? What's the best tool of transportation that was made using that gem of reason you and your library are so proud of? We would like to take that gem. Why is there a gem here? It's still so weird. It probably has a totally easy and reasonable reason, but like, I see. Exactly. Robots with large torsos are excellent tools to carry people. Oh, what? But the robots are full of electronic components inside. You can't... You noticed it, didn't you? Please explain it so that I can understand it too. If you remove the autonomous control unit of the robot and switch to remote control, you can fit a person inside. Well, that's a huge coincidence. Why did you... Okay. Any solid proof of that? From what I've heard, the robots have a heartbeat system that automatically sends a signal back to HQ at regular intervals. Heartbeat system? That's so weird. They do. It's a system we use to see the active area of each robot in real time so that we can optimize their deployment zone. Anyone planning to use a robot for a crime will definitely remove its transmitter. Otherwise, the risk of being found out is too great. The staff in charge of the system are now comparing the heartbeat system records with the camera footage. The results should be coming in soon. She is so incredibly smart. Okay, now I have a reason to simp, okay? Professor Champollion. There is a discrepancy between the number of robots that left the building and the system's records. It's 3 of them. 3. There might be more victims we're not aware of yet. Or perhaps the culprit used the same method to escape. Or they used at least one dummy so that we don't know which one to find. Or everything above. In any case, finding those robots will get us closer to solving this case. You sure sound confident for what is essentially looking for a needle in the ocean. I have a very talented assistant, you see. She should be arriving in any moment. She better had not stopped to eat something on the way here. Is she really as reliable as you say she is? I'm curious about her too. Whatever, let's go to the entrance. Even if the culprit is still inside, they would be no different than a cornered rat. The library staff will be able to deal with them easily. Okay, I'm following you. At the same time, somewhere in the city. I already used the drug. He should be waking up shortly. Will he really help us though? Huh. Don't worry. We kidnapped him, but he seems to be too much of a good boy. There's no way he would let Unit 4 die. If that hadn't happened to the professor, we wouldn't have resorted to this. We kidnapped 3 other scholars. It's just a matter of time until the authorities realize what we're doing. It'll be alright. The professor is no longer with us, but the assets he left behind are more than enough to make this experiment succeed. I'm worried. Not even the Great Library will be able to oppose us. Yes, and justice is on our side. Countless people who lost their freedom are waiting for us. It's time to turn off the lights of the Great Library that calls itself the lighthouse of this city. Worried! I worried! Oh, you're cute! Sup, Professor? The cake from the Nile River Orchard was so delicious I had to buy another one. Is there anything else besides food and that little head of yours? We can't have that hindering our investigation, Neith. But I'm not too late, aren't I? Who are you? This kid is your assistant? You said to everyone not talking about age, huh? Yes, her name is Neith. She doesn't look very reliable, but her nose is better than a dog's. I am reliable. I'm only late because the cake smelled so good. It's not my fault. So this kid is your search dog? Don't call her that. She's a treasure I found in the market. Market? Don't tell me she's... Let's get this started. Take us to the missing boy's room. We need to make Neith catch Jimmy's smell. So she's a slave, huh? Or what did they call it? Anyway, so she belongs to her for now? You changed the subject very quickly. How suspicious. Neith once found Arthur, who ran away from home. I can vouch for her searching abilities. Arthur. The Curtis pet parrot. We had a hard time catching it. Everyone worked together to climb the tree he was in. My precious little cloak got turned that day. Torn? Turned? There's no time to reminiscence about the past. Let's go. Right, if we can really count on Neith, then let's hurry up. Jimmy's room is in the Caledonia. Bianca-sama? What happened? You seem to be in a hurry. Jimmy's gone. I'm trying to get a whiff of his smell to find him. Yeah, that's not good. Lala, you're in charge of the cabin too, right? Can you open Jimmy's room, please? Yes, come with me. Please wait, Bianca-sama. What do you mean, please wait? What is it, Rita? You said Jimmy's son disappeared. What happened exactly? Right, you don't know yet. Alright, let me explain everything. But like, on the go, we need to go. I see, so that happened. In that case, let Jimmy-san search to me. Bianca-sama, you should stay aboard the Caledonia. Because you're worried she will get kidnapped too? Why should I? I know you want to help Jimmy-san. However, we need to keep in mind our own mission. We, in particular, you, shouldn't get involved in this case. But isn't the mission just exploration? Did I hear that right? Are you saying that I shouldn't get involved in an incident that happened under my watch? Are you serious? I'm very serious, Bianca-sama. Getting involved in the internal affairs of a big city like this could bring unexpected risks to us. One of us should remain aboard the ship to avoid the worst case scenario. Then it should be fine if I go out and you stay on the ship. I was Jimmy's partner, this is my responsibility. There are 5 dangerous faults which may affect a general. Recklessness, which leads to destruction. Cowardice, which leads to capture. A hasty temper, which can be provoked by insults. A delicacy of honor, which is sensitive to shame. Over-solicitude for his men, which exposes him to worry and trouble. These are the 5 besetting sins of a general, ruinous to the conduct of war. When an army is overthrown and its leader slain, the cause will surely be found among these 5 dangerous faults. Let them be a subject of meditation. Bianca-sama, from a military point of view, your current state of mind is not suited to perform this investigation. She has a point, but like, I want to find Jimmy. Please. As long as there are unknown risks, we can't afford to act recklessly. I'm not being reckless. No one will have faith in me if I have my adjutant solve my problems for me. And all I'm gonna do is to catch some kidnappers. Where's the risk in that? I'm a rank A Valkyrie. I can handle something like that without breaking a sweat. I'm worried. Because she's so confident, and that means something will go terribly wrong. If you insist so much, then please at least wait until the rest of the Caledonia's crew is back. Got it! My nose is ready to go. Those who want to know where the criminals are, follow me. Good work. I'm coming. Bianca-sama. Don't worry, mate. I'll keep an eye on that stubborn girl for you. Thank you very much. Was she eavesdropping in our conversation? She was, absolutely, but I'm not mad. But I am not happy about that the chapter is over. But guys, leave all your thoughts down below and please tell me I'm not the only one simping for every character. They all look so cool. They designed them to look so cool, right? Anyway, I'm very curious about this criminal group that wants to do something and needs help of talented people for that. I'm really curious what they are doing. And I hope I see you all next time. Bye!